Hey everybody, how's everyone doing today? Welcome to the Hidden Dagger Inn. My name is Glenn, and our in-game name is I'll Pee on You. I'm happy to have you here if you see this stream sometime later. This is my first day streaming Ashes of Creation, even though we're not playing Ashes of Creation. We're just trying to build a community, and I think it's time with it about 6 months before Ashes is to come out in Alpha 2. I have Alpha 2, so I'll be playing it, so you'll be able to watch that here if you don't have it. Just think it's time to start building a community other than being on the forums and in the Discord. Please excuse my voice. I just came down with a cold last night, so I probably am sounding a little bit funny to you. But welcome. Come on in. I have streamed before. I took a long break. But Ashes of Creation and watching some of the other Ashes creators have inspired me to come back to streaming because it's just such a wonderful community. Everyone in Ashes so far has just been absolutely really fabulous, very friendly. The streamers are out there helping each other, and streamers and the content creators, and that's just something that's unique, and you don't see a lot of that across the board, and I'm really excited for that, to be honest with you. And I would like, I hope that just trickles into the actual Ashes of community, Ashes of Creation community. So we can only hope. But tonight we're just going to go ahead and play this video from the January development and the Caravan PvP, and just going to let this run. And please, I want you to ask questions. If you have any questions, we'll stop the videos. This is not specific to this video. It's just to have something to play. In the meantime, just go ahead and ask your questions away. Let's get to know each other. Tell me what you like about the game, what you don't like about the game, anything you got. Let's talk Ashes. All right, guys, I'm going to let this go for a bit.
Hello! It has been so long. I know. I'm having a deja vu between the last January live stream where we talk about how this is our longest spread between live streams, and it's been hasn't it been longer than a month? It's been 45 days. Yeah. Oh, okay.
If you do get a chance to pop on in, please let me know how my mic sounds. How you can leave it in a message later too in chat. I'll check it out if you come in here later. How the mic sounds, how the sounds from the video are coming through, just everything in general. Um, I've been putting the setup together for a little while, but this is kind of, other than a few tests, this is my first stream. You have to excuse me, my nose is running, I'm sorry. My first stream live, so we're just kind of working out some of these kinks. There's going to be a lot more stuff coming, but this is just the initial stream. I just wanted to get out here, get my face out here, get a chance to get to know some of you guys. I know a lot of you people who've been around for a long time. I'm always in the Ashes of Creation forums. Um, Again, my name is I'll Pee on You. I don't have a ton of posts, but I have a reasonable amount of posts up there, and I like to. I lurk a lot more than I post, um, but I'm very excited to play this game, and I hope you are too. If you're watching this right now, then I'm going to gather that you're excited to play this game. And even though we're only going into testing phase, hoping to get that Alpha 1 spot test notification any day now. Come on, Steven, please! Even though we won't be able to discuss that because that will be under the NDA, I'm sure. But we are still awaiting that. Anyway, back to the video.
Uh-oh. That is not true. I know.
I'm still quiet, but I think I've solved it.
Definitely solved it for me.
You solved it for you. Is it really loud? Sorry.
No, it's totally fine. I can handle it.
Okay. We've got
So good.
the Caravan PvP studio update, a little small art update, and then questions and answers.
It has been an exciting last month or so as well. For those of you who are unaware, Margaret got married.
I got married.
Oh my
I'm
goodness!
married now.
And then also, I think you announced just this last week that you're having another member of the family join soon.
Yeah, I'm Prego Echo.
Congratulations, Margaret.
So exciting.
She reminds me of my daughter. My daughter's also half Filipino, so she reminds me of my daughter. It's great that she's got married and she's got a family starting. That's wonderful.
I mean, I know that it must have been just complete mayhem for you and so stressful for you, but watching the beauty of
One of the things I also started another YouTube channel as well. It'll be solely for sending these videos over to YouTube to reach that audience as well. One of the things that I just love, and I'd love to hear your comments, whether it's now or somewhere down the line when we get a chance to talk after you watch this, is just how genuine Steven is. He just comes off to me. I'm older. I'm going to be turning 52 in March, and he just comes off to me as the most genuine person, and you can feel his passion about the games when he talks, and it I don't want to say consumes you. It just really gets you involved, because if anybody's gone through the whole MMO phase or just gaming phase in general, we've watched the decline from the good days of Ultima Online and Dark Age of Camelot, EverQuest, stuff like that. And for you younger guys who've never got a chance to experience those games, after WoW started to really kind of dumb things down to make them where everybody could kind of participate, and that's where the whole "let's give you the participation award" thing started to come from. And all the MMO people saw the success of WoW, and they're like, well, let's do this. Needless to say, the social aspect, the competitive aspect, so many different things have just gone right out the window during the MMOs. And I've been longing for a game that brings kind of like the old school atmosphere back. More so the old school atmosphere, but the social aspect of the game that we missed. In Dark Age of Camelot, there was, if you're not familiar, there was 3 realms, and it's going to be kind of like Ashes in a way. There's not going to be factions or realms in Ashes, but what you're going to have in what you had in Dark Age of Camelot was you had 3 specific realms. You had Hibernia, Midgard, and Albion, and together you would really have that realm pride, and that's what I believe we're going to get along with Ashes, is that node pride, because the nodes are going to be so different, and you're going to put so much work into helping leveling them up and putting resources into them and all that good stuff. You're going to want to make sure that you take care of your node, that you protect your node, that you're protecting your caravans coming into your node. Excuse me, I got a runny nose. Protect your caravans coming in node. You're going to want to take that pride in that node, because this is where your home is going to be. So this is where you're going to be running them, your caravans to, and live in, and probably have your freehold outside. So this is really important. So, but what I was saying about Steven is he's just so genuine, and that to me just really comes off. And I'm very impressed with him. He's a fabulous speaker, way better than I am, that's for sure, and extremely smart. Extremely smart for someone to be able to pick up what he's done, coming from the profession that he came from, and then to basically learn all of this is absolutely impressive. And I give him kudos, but more than that, I get how many of you have said to your friends, well, if I had the money, I'd make a game, or we all make a game together, and we probably would all try. A lot of us would try. He's doing it. So he's putting his money where his mouth is, and I love it. So anyway, I will rant no longer. Here, we'll go back to the video.
Privilege to be there for that. And coming together like it did was something that was honestly a once in a lifetime experience. It was very beautiful.
It was like a Hallmark movie. It was pretty crazy. Because for those of you who don't know, there's a huge storm that happened in Tennessee. So my fellow Tennessee folks out there, we had the biggest storm we've had in 15 years. In the area that I'm from, we don't normally get snow, so it's very weird. So they're not prepared for snow, and it was pretty bad. So
I don't want to scare the audience, but Intrepid, there was a lot of key stakeholder individuals in our car when we were traveling down that hill to make it to the wedding. And then when we came back, that 45-degree mountain that we had to drive up in our 4-wheel drive Jeep with like 8 people in the car, it was black ice. There were cars like sliding down left and right, and we're like trying to navigate past them. It was scary. But
again, guys, if you're coming into the channel, since this is our first stream today, let me know how the sounds are coming through, if they're too loud, or something I can work on in the next few days to try to get everything adjusted. I want to make sure that you guys are having a good viewing experience. It's all about you guys. It's all about just getting to know each other, becoming a community. And you're going to see a lot of streamers and a lot of content creators probably start to come out of the woodwork now that we're getting closer to Alpha 2. That's why I wanted to come back. And again, like I said before, and I would encourage you guys to check them out. Is There No One Else? Nice Gaming, Vladis. You got Lore Forge with Sunny, and one of the guys I really love, and I think he's pretty new. Ashes of Relation, very special. He's extremely smart, and if you're looking for a stream where you can just soak up a lot of knowledge, all those guys would fit into that category. Chaos and Lace are also very good. And of course, if you want your humor, you got Narc. But Narc is, as silly as he is, he's got, he is smart, but he's sometimes, he's a little bit different. We could say that. But I love Narc. He's a great guy. But definitely check those streamers out if you haven't checked them out already, because they will offer you quite a bit of knowledge. I don't know how much knowledge I'm going to offer you. I will offer you companionship. We can talk and shoot the crap. I am rarely serious, so we're going to have a lot of fun in here. So if you like to joke around, we're going to have lots of stuff and games to do to joke around, and I'll do stupid crap for you all the time. So if you enjoy that kind of stuff, and again, I'm almost 52, but my wife tells me I'm kind of like 12. So just so you know, back to the video.
we made it. And it's all good.
Yeah. So that is why we had to cancel our wedding venue, and all of our vendors canceled. Like pretty much all of our vendors canceled. It was pretty chaotic. For anybody who's planned a wedding or hasn't planned a wedding, weddings are already stressful as is. But yeah, it happened. We're okay.
It did. It was a lot of fun. And we have got a great show in store for you guys. I know you've been waiting for some PvP, and we're gonna get into that in just a moment here.
PvP. I cannot wait for PvP. We're gonna skip the reminders here. Oh, and we got an ad. I guess I didn't subscribe to the channel.
As a reminder,
We'll go through the question here, or not.
I want to say, Lex at the Ashes Wiki has done a great job in compiling so much of the information that we have over the years provided with regards to the design of the game, and always make sure you're utilizing that.
Lex is pretty awesome. If you haven't checked out the Ashes Wiki, definitely check it out. We're going to go ahead and skip to the Caravan preview here.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to yet another day in Vera. And today we have a pretty exciting showcase.
Let me make sure we got the max settings here.
You have been waiting for quite a while. But before we begin, I do want to provide you with a little bit of our formal reminder that
Here comes the preface. Steven's preface. He loves to preface.
visual bugs, obviously,
There should be prop bets on Steven prefacing.
that you're going to see here, which will continue to improve. But with that being said, and performance as well.
By the way, I hope everybody enjoyed the Super Bowl last night. If you live in that area and you watched it.
And we're going to talk about PvP specifically in the context of caravans. And I am joined by.
If you're in chat, go ahead and pop in and say hi. You know, we're just playing the video in the background while we start to build up a community. Again, it's first day here, so I'm probably sitting here talking to myself, but you guys will have a chance to watch this later if you're extremely bored. But I'm good at talking to myself, so that's what I'm going to do. So, but if you do happen to pop in and you're looking to say, hey, how you doing, peon? And you just come in and say something in chat. Well, one, I want to make sure my chat's working. So that would be nice. But two, just so we can, take a break from watching this stuff, unless you guys absolutely want to watch this again, which I'm sure you probably watched it 40 times already over. Say hey and how you doing. So we'll get back to the video. But again, if you want to say something, please do.
From in the past, we have one of our glorious senior designers, Mr. Chris. Chris, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, I'm just wonderful. Thanks for having me.
Happy to have you, but I know you've been putting a lot of work into this, and it's great to see it kind of come together here.
It looks fabulous, guys. It really does. I don't know what you're thinking, but one of the things, having played the Alpha 1, one of the things that, first of all, back in Alpha 1, the castle sieges that they did, which is supposed to be, I believe, 250 by 250, or 250 total. And where's the 250 by 250? I can't remember for sure. I think it's 250 by 250. But anyway, it ran very smooth. For an Alpha 1, when really they were just doing a lot of, you guys saw it, they were just doing a lot of load on the server. It ran phenomenally. It was really good. So I think some people, they harp on the graphics because they want these graphics like a single player game. And that's not going to be really possible if you want a game that's going to have large scale functional PvP. Would you rather have gameplay or top of the line graphics? Because you're not going to be able to really get both. Not in a game like this. Not when you're going to have large scale PvP. Anybody who played Dark Age of Camelot remembers it was a slideshow when people who tried to, going after a relic raid or something like that, and there was hundreds of players in the area, and they're doing it. So I can sacrifice a little bit of graphics, which I don't have a problem with these graphics. I think they're wonderful. I think Steven's art team that they've hired is absolutely fabulous. You chime in if you disagree with me or agree with me, but I love their graphics. I love the models. Everything that they've done so far, and I don't want to sound like a fanboy right now because I kind of am, but there is stuff that I don't like. But as far as that, I can sacrifice a little bit of maybe the facial model or something like that for the end game, for the gameplay, because that's what's going to bring people back. That's what's going to keep people playing. If you've never done large scale PvP, oh, you are in for a treat. In for a treat, let me tell you. Sponsored by Coke Zero. Thank you for joining.
many times. So, we also have a number of different testers who are going to be joining us, who are assisting in getting...
If you're not sure who these testers are, that, like I told you, I was Alpha 1, these are the Phoenix Initiative people that are going to be in. I forget how much they paid. I want to say that they paid at least $1,000 to get their package, anywhere from $1,000 to 200 or 2,500, something around that. Well, really 1,000 and above. I believe those people are the ones that are in. So I'm totally cool with that. I mean, they deserve it more than anybody. So that's great that they're in. I just hope that we're next. Please, Steven, let me in.
Ready for Alpha 2. Obviously, Alpha 2, as we announced, is going to be starting in the third quarter of this there's still a lot of work to be done, and part of that work is finding all the bugs and all the crashes and hardening the systems as we prepare for Alpha 2. But today, like I said, we're going to be talking about a really fun system as it relates to caravans, and one of the most important aspects of caravans is that there is no reward without significant risk in Ashes of Creation. And the caravan system is a particular risk because it is how materials and commodities are transited within the world of Vera. And it's difficult to navigate the world of Vera. It's a large world, and the terrain is not always kind, especially to large vehicles like a caravan. And today we're going to talk about, as you transit this world, if the node structures are not advancing with you and the world state isn't changing, you're not seeing different...
It's got good draw distance, too. You can see people really far in the distance, which is going to be really nice. I'm going to pause it real quick and just give you kind of a hot take for a game that... There hasn't been a game like this in a long time, guys, where if you're coming from WoW or something like that, which most people are, this is going to be a game with the PvP, let's say the open world dragons and stuff like that. You're not only going to need to have people that are killing the dragon, you're going to need to have like 3 or 4 people actually out there scouting for you, watching for people coming in and trying to backdoor you and to backdoor the dragon. Scouting ahead for caravans, scouting ahead for any kind of large-scale PvP. Scouting is going to be absolutely paramount in this game. It's bringing strategy back to MMOs, which has been completely forgotten. So if you like playing an archer or you like playing a rogue, and not only the rogues are going to have utilities in the dungeons now, thank goodness for that, you're gonna be a valuable asset as a scout. So keep that in mind when you're choosing your class. That those classes are not to be forgotten. It's going to be very important to have scouts out there around the world looking for you. Scouts and spies. We'll get into that later.
Can be quite the obstruction for you and present some danger. Wow, look at these. Look at this crew. You'll notice that this crew, they all have swords above their head and they're blue to me. But that's because we've discovered that a caravan is taking the...
That's a cool icon that they got there. It's good that they did that. It really makes it easier.
But little do they know, we are here waiting for them. And the bandits are going to attempt to take this caravan. Chris, talk to me a little bit about the risk of caravan travel and what people are about to see here.
Yeah, I mean, well, you risk everything you're traveling with when you run a caravan, right? It's definitely way more efficient than running a bunch of goods in your inventory to and from nodes, but it's definitely a lot more dangerous.
Absolutely. Rangers, if you guys want to come over here with me, I've just gotten word that there might be a caravan down here approaching.
Camouflage looks pretty cool. I mean, pretty much what I expected. I hope that the rogue stealth is much better than that, though. I really hope so, because I don't want to have my rogue stealth like that, because that's not going to do anything for you. You're gonna get seen right away. Not to mention that the mages have the spell where they can see invisible targets, and if the caravan coming down the road, if they just have somebody clicking in the mountains, they can go ahead and they won't be able to see you, but they can target you. So that's just as bad. So I really hope that the rogues, they have better invisibility, which I'm pretty sure they will. The nice thing is that the bar goes away. There's no more bar, no more health bar up top, that's great. So overall, the Ranger camouflage is pretty much what I think it should be. I don't think they should have full stealth, but it looks really good the way it is. Maybe some slight improvements, but it looks really good.
What do you guys say we engage them? Do we want to just kind of ambush them here? I don't think they can see us.
We fight.
You guys should be stealthy about it.
Okay, I got a target.
McSteckerson!
Rangers, we we should open up on them right when they kind of arrive here. Let them come up a little bit closer. Prepare your sniper.
They are so outnumbered, it's not even funny.
They have no idea.
And now he's switching targets.
Switch targets over to the stars.
This poor guy gets deleted. I feel bad for him.
One.
Boom, 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 boom. 383. Yeah, he just deleted.
Okay, engage them. Go, go, go.
Watch some Keenan and a Mage Ball.
Oh my god.
I love watching Dread in this. I'm assuming he's a tank in this, but he's all over people. He's got some crazy mobility.
Bloodshed.
Some of the graphics I still think are a little bit over the top, especially the Mage Ball. I'd like to see that condensed a little bit. Maybe about as big as the ball is in the middle of it. I can just imagine when there's like 50 of those out, it's just going to be ridiculous. I love the health bars and how they don't show percentages. I think that's great.
I think we may. Only there's a few left. I see Chibi Bree.
Focusing the caravan.
I'm a little bit concerned on how long it took. Chibi's a healer, I believe. And I'm a little bit concerned about how long it took them to kill her. One person, all those people shooting at her. That, I know there's no balance and stuff like that, but that concerns me a bit. I actually have a post. Again, if you're just coming in our channel, my name is, this is the Hidden Dagger Inn, of course. My name on the forums is I'll Pee on You. If you don't like to call me that name, you can call me Peon, or you can call me Glenn. That is my name. So, either or, whatever makes you feel comfortable. But yeah, I worry about the power of healers being overtuned, as they have been in a lot of games
Okay, nobody
recently.
Nobody grab the loot. What just happened here, Chris Bucky? Talk to me a little bit about what we just saw. Obviously, this caravan is now destroyed.
Now, I don't know about you guys, but this to me is really cool. How I love the effects of how the caravan pretty much explodes, it blows up in half. I don't know if it blew up and killed the driver, or they killed the driver beforehand or after it blew up. I'm not sure. I really never saw the driver targeted and killed. If somebody saw that, maybe they can chime in. But the crates, the size of the crates, just kind of spread out all over. I love it. And there have been some people that said that they have a problem with summoning a caravan and having the caravan just kind of walk up and pick them up. I don't got an issue with that. That doesn't bother me. I mean, yeah, you could go with the Arcage way that they did it, where, Arcage, basically it was called a trade pack, and you threw it on your back, and then you walked over to the caravan and you put it in. They could go that route if they wanted to. But either or, I think this way is fine. You're still there'd be a time factor by putting them on your back and putting them individually into the caravan. There's going to be a time factor with waiting for the caravan. So either or, you still have that time factor. It's not a big deal to me.
Constructed? What does that mean?
Yeah, so this caravan is loaded with a combination of, it looks like, commodity crates and material crates.
Okay, alright. So these crates have different contents in them.
Yeah, so, like the last caravan live stream, we transited a bunch of commodities, those special goods you bought with Glint. Well, obviously, we can steal them now that we've killed their caravans. If you want to open up...
By the way, the channel point system in here, guys, is Electrum coins that you're getting. Let me know if you're not getting them, because that's something I'll work on and fix it. Again, there's a lot of things I got to tweak and stuff like that. So if you're not obtaining Electrum coins, which we're an affiliate, so you can use the soundboard, and there's all kinds of cool sounds and stuff like that. And right now, they're all relatively cheap because, again, we're trying to build a community. So feel free to blow my ears out, scare me, do whatever. We're going to have all kinds of cool games to play down the road. But again, I wanted to point that out, that it's called Electrum coins, and that is your currency for the channel. All right?
little symbol on it. Right next to it. One of these guys.
Got it. Okay, I can interact with it. I see that there's stolen commodities.
Yeah, so you can go ahead and loot those. Now, you don't actually get the commodity that it was. You get these special certificates that we will offload at the node we're going to head to after this for some monies.
Monies.
And then there's a second kind of crate here.
And I believe that they said it's, geez, was it like a 75%? I think they'll go over it later, but like a 75% loss if you were to open them right there. So obviously, they're really trying to deter you from opening them there. They want you to summon your caravan so the defenders can have a chance to get their stuff back, which is fair. So you're gonna, if you're in that caravan mode where you're gonna want to, think you're gonna want to go after a caravan, you're gonna want to talk to your buddy, say, hey, where do you have your caravan at? Is it at Mirror? Do you have one in Mirror? Yeah, I got one in Mirror. Well, I got one in Winstead. So at least you got both those areas covered. So whichever one you're closest to, you probably want to zone in on an area and make sure you have a caravan on both sides, just depending on how the situation lines up, because you never know where you're going to be.
Back here, it's this with the black icon. Now this is a material crate, which means they were transiting their materials as well.
Oh my god, they have a bunch of rubies.
Oh, spicy.
Rubies.
Oh, let me take a look at these rubies. Oh, nice. Okay, I have 30 of the rubies.
Nice.
But now, obviously, this is too much for us to carry, right? That's one of the aspects of the of the caravan system, is that it provides you large carrying capacity. What do we do when there's too much for us to carry on our backs?
So there's an item in your inventory that you can use to summon an empty caravan that you have stashed at a node. If I recall correctly, you stashed one at Winstead nearby.
You have one at Winstead. Let me summon that. So out in the wild right now, I am able to summon this caravan. And it's going to come from Winstead.
Yep. Now, the way summoning works is the length of that summon is determined by where you're... Right? If you were to summon from Winstead, which is pretty close to us, the wait's not going to be super long, but if you're summoning from, very, very far away...
And see, you can see right there, up there at the top right, that's where the wait bar is going to summon in progress. I don't know if they sped this up a little bit for the stream. I'm not sure. I wouldn't be surprised if they did. So that is one kind of issue that I have. Nobody likes waiting around, right? I think that I don't really have an answer to this. I mean, yes, they want to be able to give the defenders a chance to regroup, and come back at you. But nobody likes standing around. So, I don't know, maybe if they can allow them to set up traps or something like that, or scout ahead, or I don't know. But I don't want to be sitting there too long. I mean, for a group to respawn, it should only take them, max 5 minutes to get back. So, if that, let's hope that we're not waiting here for, 10 minutes to get a caravan to us so we can start moving on our way. A rough wait. That doesn't sound encouraging.
Summoning my empty caravan to come pick up these supplies that we've just acquired. And obviously, if you were in the previous raid, you can go ahead and leave that raid. Because right now there's some still outstanding functionality required on the UI front, but it will be intended for that to be seamless in the future. But now you guys are joining my raid to defend this. And once this caravan arrives, it's going to allow us essentially to grab these outstanding supplies. Is that right?
Correct, yeah. And another additional reason why you may want to summon a caravan instead of having all your people here pick up this stuff is you're going to get more for bringing the crate unopened to a node, right? So that, material crate, you said 30 rubies from it.
Yes.
You're going to get way more if we take that to the
Yeah. So you guys heard it right there. You're going to get way more if you bring it to the node instead of opening the crate. So don't open the crate. Unless you're solo or something and you took a caravan by yourself.
But talk to me a little bit about the intended interaction of hunting caravans, right? What does that mean? Can you progress in that? Can you identify these caravans from a distance? Is it intended to be diegetic, or is it aided with minimap? Talk to me a little bit about that, Bucky and Chris.
So, hunting a caravan is tending to be a lot more diegetic, right? You plant spies in other guilds, you
Spies.
build your information network in the world of Vera, kind of through whatever means you can, right? Now there is progression paths involved with attacking and defending a caravan that can aid you in doing so, either with better equipment for it, faster ways to open crates more, yield from crates, and if you're a defender, right, better components for your caravans, stuff like that.
Okay. Ah, the caravan has arrived.
That wasn't too bad of a wait.
And I should be able to move up to these.
There's Vertec, another good content creator. Make sure you guys check him out.
Cargo, I see.
Yep, so you should have an ability to collect cargo.
Oh my god, yeah, I have a whole bunch of cargo that I can select from. So I'm just gonna grab each of these cases. Okay.
You see, I don't got a problem with this. You see how they're picking them up like that? Again, they already had to wait for the caravan, so why make them individually pick them up and load them? That'd be overkill.
I've collected a number of them. Let me see if I can collect some more. There's a case of Everburn scented candles and some more scented candles. Alright, I think we have grabbed pretty much everything that we can already loot. Now talk to me a little bit about the differences between looting here kind of at the spot and collecting the cargo with the caravan.
I can take this one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like looting at the spot, obviously you can do right away, and problem with that though is you forfeit a lot of the materials. A lot more get lost as you crack open those crates. But if you're able to have your own caravan and bring it there, you can loot and you'll get more of the overall materials that way. But there will be progression for, like you were saying about the Highwayman faction versus the Defender faction, and maybe there'll be some progression where you can get better loot percentage out of the field.
Very cool. Now we talked a little bit ago about stolen goods, stolen supplies. What are the intent of that system? How do stolen goods and supplies work differently than commodities?
So when you
One of the things that I have a question about is when you, we know right away that nodes are not going to have black markets because that's something that's going to have to be unlocked by the mayor. It's probably not even going to be an option until your village stage. So what can you do with that? If you bring it back, can you put it in your warehouse out there or something like that? I don't know if they answered that, but that's something to think about. In that case, I don't know what you do with it. So it's going to be interesting to see for a lot of people where there's a black market could be a real lure to go be a citizen of that node. They're making such great diversity with, some nodes being really craft friendly and having, like a weaponsmith node and breaking it down like that way, and then having like your criminal, your criminal element, which is I think it'd be appropriate to have a freehold, the hidden dagger over there. It would make sense. But let me know what you guys think.
you crack open a crate of commodities, you don't get the commodities themselves since they're like created cargo items. You actually get stolen goods, and you can use those stolen commodity certificates to go and turn them into the black market to get some money back.
Black market, I love it.
Okay, nice. And that's an upgrade path that's available at different marketplace buildings?
Yeah, that's a specialization of the market. Normally you can sell them back to anything, but it's not going to be very much. Like the normal vendors of Vera don't want those stolen goods, but if you know the right people, you can get your money's worth out of it.
If you know the right people, this is
Now,
the
obviously,
key term.
We just had a relatively large-scale combat between two of these raids.
Again, don't feel shy to say hi, guys. We're probably all watching this for the 15th time, so if you're new to the channel, which you are because I just started today, please say hi. And I'd love to talk to you and hear what you guys think about the stream and what your thoughts are about Ashes, perhaps what you think they're going to stream this month. I really don't know what they're going to stream this month. There's been rumors that it might be the fighter showcase again, but I don't know for sure. And you notice in this stream, it's a good view of it right there. You notice in the stream down here, that Steven's the only one that's level 25. I don't know if anyone ever noticed that. He's the only one that's level 25. Everyone else is level 15. I thought that was kind of odd. So even though he's not cheating, he's still cheating, Steven. I love you, Steven. Get good, noob. Please excuse me, guys. My nose is really running. I'm sorry. There's Fupu! Fupu tank. Fupo. I'm so jealous of these guys. So jelly.
So what you're gonna do is roll up here and go ahead and walk your caravan as far into the water as it'll let you. You should have an ability on your caravan hotbar to transition to raft.
This is really cool.
Just deploy this.
Yep, just deploy it.
Oh, that is awesome.
So this process takes a few.
Sorry, guys. My dog's being a little bit mouthy back there.
Stop, buddy.
Basically wait and defend your caravan while you're transitioning raft, but riding on the water has its benefits.
That looks absolutely astonishing, guys. The artwork is just fabulous.
Transition process is again the risk that you're introducing for the reward of having greater flexibility in movement through the land. That risk is basically.
Now, one of the things that I was thinking about when they got on this raft and they went into the river, now they said that the only one that's going to be in the river is going to be the rafts themselves. So you're not going to be able to bring your boats in and try to attack the rafts in the river. So you can get that out of your mind right now. But some were saying that Mirrorlith wasn't upgraded yet. So you would think since Mirrorlith is a river city, that eventually if you went to the river, you could just bring it all the way down to the dock in Mirrorlith. You would think that that would be an option. Maybe that will be when they get upgraded more. We'll have to see. But I think that would be pretty cool to give people a reason to use the rivers that way.
You're sitting duck, for lack of a better term.
Yeah, basically, like I said, you can't escape, and you can undo this process, but the amount of time you've already sunk into it must be paid to undo.
Paid to undo it.
Now, as this raft is getting constructed, I noticed that it's essentially deconstructing the caravan and using that to construct the raft.
Yep, correct. And if you actually
It looks like the time up on this corner it's ticking up. Right now it's at 8 minutes and 21 seconds or so, and it keeps going up. So I'm going to guess it takes about 10 minutes, I'm going to think, to get this done. We'll see.
Now, as we're kind of a sitting duck, we should probably put maybe some scouts up near the top of that hill.
Scouts, you notice he mentioned scouts again, guys? It's going to be important in this game.
I mean, I can't imagine that they just left. Oh boy, we got some people up here. Oh no, they're back. They want their stuff back.
It's going to be really important.
I'm gonna go chill with the raft as it kind of comes down while you guys fight them for a second. I think it's almost done. There we go. Ah, I've gotten the raft. I'm running. Oh god! Rangers to the ship, quickly! Join me.
He leaves them. Rangers to the ship.
Or we'll catch back.
Later, Tater.
Everyone on board.
I never liked you anyway.
Chris, Bucky, do what you can to hold them.
It's just some rabble, you know. These guys don't have anything on us.
easy.
Steven's a trip. It has to be a real pleasure to work for him.
I
I'm sure this has happened, but I don't know if this has ever happened in the capacity that it's happening with Ashes. To have somebody who loves games, loves MMO, and we've all seen him in his Pathfinder campaigns and stuff like that. He just loves them. To have someone like that be in charge of making a game for us, that is what we've always dreamed of, right? So if you guys aren't on board with this, and maybe you want to wait, you know, you didn't want to spend any money, and that's fine. I'll spend the money for you. Maybe you didn't want to spend it, but that's why he's, you know, you got that open development. You're going to be able to watch it right here. So when Alpha 2 rolls out, come right here. You can watch me get killed. You know, I'm old. I've lost my Twitch. I don't know how good I'm going to be, but hey, I'll do what I can do. You guys can make fun of me and with the sound effects or whatever, and call me a noob or whatever floats your boat. But anyway, to have someone like that make a game for us is incredible, and I can't wait. Just can't wait. I hope you guys are as excited for it as I am.
I don't know where I'm going.
I'm running down. I'll run to you. I'm abandoning the fight.
Okay, yeah, we've taken him out. We're coming back now. We're running along the shore.
I like I love the raft.
The water looks really good. I bet the sea looks incredible. While I'm talking about that, I want to reiterate that Steven played a ton of ArcAge. Now, I don't know how many of you in here have played ArcAge, or how many of you coming in here to watch this video later are going to play ArcAge or have played ArcAge. ArcAge Sea was one of the best experiences ever. Fishing out in the sea on a sport fishing boat was epic. People could you know, hop on your boat, steal your fish, steal your boat, then turn all your fish that you tried to catch and turn them in for money. You'd have to fend them off. There's treasure ships in under the sea. Of course, you got probably going to be a kraken or some form of sea monsters. And there's no corruption in the sea. Where do you think the highest risk is going to be? In the sea. People will be rewarded for being out there in the sea. It's so if you're thinking about a pirate guild, I'm sure there's going to be a plethora of them. Yeah, it's going to be, the rewards are going to be phenomenal. What the heck kind of word is that? Phenomenal. And I'm making up my own words on the channel, guys. Sorry. All right, back to the video after that stupid comment.
It definitely turned out real nice. Shout out Hal for the raft.
Yes. Oh, the raft looks over. I assume we're going left, yes.
So we're gonna keep going straight here.
Now this can be very helpful, having the option, but it can also be kind of dangerous because you don't know who might be laying in wait ahead of you along the shorelines. But it also lets you, as we said, traverse the world in a little different way.
Again, guys, let me know how the stream's coming in. Let me know how my voice from my mic is coming in. First day, want to make sure that this is all kind of set up right, so would appreciate any kind of feedback that you have. If you don't like my voice, you want to tell me to shut up, whatever, it's fine. Not going to hurt my feelings.
They're kind of different based on the location of the river. Right?
Yeah, they are. They're different based on the location of the river and like the strength of the river, right? So like, you know, where we kind of started there was more of a lake body, so the current's not super intense. But you know, we could have a place that's, you know, near rapids, right? Oh, Steven. Did I ever tell you I have the sense of direction of the mongoose?
Oh, God! Oh my God!
They were under the water.
Go the other way.
They were under the water.
Take them out!
Steven, you're gonna crash into a rock. You're gonna hitch a right here.
The time to kill seems pretty good. I think if it's a one-on-one, it's going to take a little while to kill somebody.
I'm trying to watch behind us.
You're gonna beach us.
Is there someone on board?
Not anymore.
That was a defender.
heavy fire on Dread.
All right, I think we made it out. We're safe now. Trad, how's it going on the battle side?
I'm outnumbered. I'm running.
Oh no!
I feel like it kind of moves the speed of like an arc raft.
If you are a bandit, get out of there and meet us at the landing point. Don't let them follow you.
Bucky's swimming pretty fast too. They're probably going upstream though.
Then meet us.
Yes, win the fight, then meet us or die. Because
How about what we do that the other way around?
yeah.
Hope everyone's having a good night tonight, guys. Happy Monday, by the way, if there is such a thing.
These are obviously some of the risks of traveling by raft. Let me turn that on. Now, it's not all bad because we can land and turn us back into a land caravan again. And that's coming up here, correct?
It's coming up pretty shortly. Now you can't turn into a land caravan anywhere, right? You still need.
Again, if you're new, welcome to the channel. Again, it's our first day. Say hello in chat.
Around us. There aren't.
Tell me who you are,
And that's
what you're excited about.
create like,
Glad to have you here.
can rely on.
We're going to be doing a lot of streaming all the way up and through Alpha 2 and beyond.
Yep, your allies on the right.
This game has brought me back to streaming.
We're up here. Let's see if the current carries us forward. Oh, it does.
And I couldn't wait any longer. I was too excited.
Current views.
It's a very light influence for this current.
Very light curves.
Although it's, I forgot what it's like to stream for nobody. But you know what? You just got to keep talking.
Security perimeter. Secure. So after we go back and forth with the caravan turning back into a land caravan, it's keeping all the components that it had before.
Yeah, so.
So how long has it taken here?
All of the stuff in like that you either looted or.
Oh, you know what? I think this up here is the total transit time. So this is not. This thing right up here is the total transit time because right now it's at 20. It's almost at 21 minutes. So that's got to be the total transit time that they've had the caravan. So building it, I don't know how long that took. Maybe 5 minutes. You guys think 5? 3 to 5 minutes, somewhere around that.
Yeah, this is. It's also very narrow.
If you guys got any comments on the stream, please let me know because, again, I'm setting it all up. I want to make sure that it's working right for you guys. If there's anything that's bothering you other than me, sorry, I can't do anything about me. But I can let my dog talk to you. But other than that, he's crying outside my door. I don't know if you can hear him. But anyway, yeah, if there's any questions, concerns, comments, anything that you'd like to see improved. We have lots of plans to improve things, make fun games, stuff like that. Like I said, you should be collecting Electrum coin down there. We're an affiliate, so you can use the sound chat and stuff like that and try to annoy me that way. Or anybody else. You got some fun ones. You might even catch me break out in a dance if you pick the right one. But, all right, I'm going to back to the stream. Welcome if you're coming in. Did I miss you?
When we get to Moon, assuming that we're successful in navigating past evil merchants, what are we going to do? Turning this cargo?
Yeah, so you're going to be able to unpack those crates, which you currently don't know what's in them. We do have a plan for a progression path for kind of caravans in general, where you will be able to look into them, but you haven't done your grind, Steven.
Haven't done your grind, Steven. Slacker.
Nope, and you're also going to go and turn in those black market, or not a
By the way, I don't know if you've watched Rive Genesis. This stream is not sponsored by water. If you haven't checked out Rive, check him out because he's a pretty funny guy. Very knowledgeable. If you want to learn something about the game, he's definitely worth listening to. And his ads crack me up. He sponsors air, dirt, and water that I've seen so far. Yeah, interesting guy. really, guys, there are so many good content creators here for Ashes. So if you haven't gotten, involved with one of them, check them all out right now because they're all really good. So they're all very friendly. And myself, we're very welcoming. Love to see new people. I want to talk to anybody who wants to talk this game. I'm spending my free time talking here, talking to you, because I want to talk about this game. So that's pretty much it.
Stolen commodities at the black market to make some money.
Now, guys, obviously, as you're watching this, you're seeing the kind of transition. Again, as a reminder, everything you're seeing is a work.
Look how the gates open and everything. The horses are coming out. I mean,
Visual effect.
that's just so awesome.
Those are all still works in progress. I'm gonna jump on this. We're back. Let's do this.
So it's 22:40 right now. Let's see how long it takes them to get the mirror lift from here.
Get out of the way.
Yeah, let's see some.
I'm going to guess this is about a half hour total.
Scouting going. Nice.
Let's protect.
I'm in danger.
I'm in danger.
Danger, Will Robinson, danger.
Dispense the heathens.
That's from Lost in Space for any of you young people out there.
Pull back a little, maybe.
People on the hill cliff up on the right here. I got eyes. Hostiles ahead.
All right, stay out of my way. I'm just
I'm
gonna go
taking damage,
straight
I'm
through
running.
this.
Just send it, Steven.
I'm going straight through. Everybody get out of my way. Oh god.
Some casualties of our own side. It's worth it though. Tanks pull them down from the rock. Use your javelins.
I wonder how far we can throw those javelins, to be honest with you.
You guys got this?
Yeah, we're kind of walking right through them, honestly. I haven't really scared at all.
We don't have enough to.
So I wonder who's going to be the first brave soul to say something in chat. Who's going to do it?
Bandit army.
I had one follower when I was testing stuff earlier today, but unfortunately I was just testing the stream, so I never actually got a chance to talk to him. So, but
The world team has changed them to
if you do catch this video later in Twitch, you can find me on the forums. My name is Alpionu in the Ashes forums. So,
That's gonna be a Jeremy.
let me know what you think in chat here or chat on the forums. Send me a message, whatever. Love to talk to you, and love to have you be part of the community at the Hidden Dagger Inn.
Everybody up here, go back and kill those people. Don't let them near me.
Back fiends.
Let's see.
Use my last speed boost.
My god, they're using dark magic.
Yep, full aggro. I'm trailing.
They jumped around with this stream because I'm watching the time up top, the transit time. It's bouncing around all over the place. I didn't notice that before. Right now it's at 19 minutes and 25 seconds. Just a second ago it was at almost 25 minutes. So they're just kind of bouncing around with this time when they edited it. So this certainly wasn't an all live point of view.
We're almost there. So close.
I just picked up on that. I've watched this probably 5 times and just realized that.
And, I'm really envious of you, Steven, being able to sit and drive something while we all have to walk. My legs hurt.
Honestly, it's not a very comfortable ride. The suspension on this vehicle.
The suspension on this vehicle.
Well, the roads will upgrade when the node levels up, and it'll get a little nicer.
That's a big point there. With the roads leveling up, you're going to be able to get the speed of the caravans up.
As the roads advance as well.
You notice he just hit Alt V right there. This one right here. He just sped it up. Let's see, what was that ability that he cast here? Let's see if it says.
I've lost the road buff. Now we're super slow.
You're officially in Mirrorlet.
Oh no, we must have missed it.
Lex behind. Is Lex on the inside?
I wonder what the cooldown on those are.
We do have enemies coming up though.
We still haven't killed them?
Guards,
Kill-
get them.
Kill the.
If I had more heals, I'd
Yeah, see, it looks like it's up again now. Let's see if he hits it. Speed boost. Yeah, there he goes.
get till the end. running in.
We've almost arrived.
Is that a solo hero?
The river town of Miraleth. Look at that beautiful.
There's a very nice little note.
So now, I have some stolen commodities in the form of stolen goods.
Stolen commodities.
And I also have cargo.
Yeah, see, there are 27 minutes up there, so...
A bunch
So from the time he picked it up,
of canvas
time he summoned his caravan,
and a couple of
and the time they got to Miraleth was about 28 minutes, give or take.
I'll walk you through how to find out.
It's not too bad for that haul that they didn't pay anything for. I wonder, you have to ask yourself, how long did that caravan take to gather all that stuff? So how long did it take them to gather it, and you just lost it in a half hour? That's rough. That's rough.
Did I dismount?
Yeah, get off that thing.
Great work, everybody.
Oh, sorry.
You all be paid 10 copper for your services, and I'll get the rest.
Now, where are we going to go
So,
to turn this up?
First thing we're gonna do, come back this way. We're gonna talk to the caravan master. Talk about a change since last you guys saw the caravan system. If you open that up and switch to the storage of the caravan you have here, you'll see the goods are still in there. You see the goods in there, Steve?
Cargo storage. Yes, I do.
So you're gonna, part of the change is that when you land a caravan, it doesn't automatically flood the node's cargo with the stuff that was on your caravan. It stays on the caravan as additional cargo storage. So what you're gonna do, if you notice, there's a couple.
Look at all those add-ons, the statistics for the caravan. You got the max health, you got health regeneration, you got max mana on it. I'm assuming for the spells, max or mana regeneration. It's got power. I'm guessing it's the power of it. The mitigation, how much damage mitigation, base speed, road speed bonus, movement acceleration, capacity width, capacity height, and utility slots. That's a lot of stuff that you're gonna be able to improve on. I'm guessing with the highwayman system for attackers and defenders, you're gonna be able to get a lot of cool stuff on those. Plus, I'm sure the nodes are gonna have some special quests and stuff like that too. I just kind of wanted to point that out real quick.
Couple of crates. I think they're 2x1s in there. So you're gonna right click that.
Oh,
Look how much more he got.
So what you can do is unpack that crate, which is going to move the goods that were in there into your material inventory. But unpacking takes time. They're going to be locked for a period of time.
That's so many more than he would have gotten if he just opened up the crate.
Inventory, but you won't be able to take them out. So if you want to go ahead and unpack it, you can tab over to the material inventory and check it out. Did you hit the unpack button?
oh, I did not. Oh, good call. Thank you. I'm so sorry. Oh, that was good. That was good. Okay, all right. So they're locked right now. Oh, okay.
Yep.
So in 5 minutes I can access them.
Each one of those has got 30.
With how the node progresses, that's actually an extremely fast unpacking time. But typically it's going to be on the scale of days.
Days. That's a lot.
These Everburn scented candles.
Those are commodities.
But they said again, you could speed that up with the node. The mayors can speed that time up,
I can show you. Come on this way.
which is going to make it another very interesting decision for people and where they want to put their node. One of the things that I'm interested in is, do you think it's better to just build a house quickly in one of the growing nodes, like maybe one of the starting areas, because you think maybe you can get a house quick and that house will eventually grow pretty quickly and then you can sell it, turn around? Or do you think it's better off just waiting and saving your money for maybe a freehold or something like that, and then finding out kind of where you're going to want to place your node? I'm not sure yet. I'm kind of torn on this. I'm almost leaning towards waiting because I kind of want to see village node stage doesn't take that long, and I'm kind of I think I might be willing to wait to find out where I think I'm going to want to head to, at least to give me a better idea. I'm hoping for some economic center, somewhere in the middle of the map. I think that'd be great. But I'll have to wait to see. But I know a lot of people are waiting for the scientific nodes. They really like those because of the transportation at the end. But again, there's only going to be 5 metropolises, so not everyone's going to get that. So anyway, back to the video.
And these everything, those are all options that you can choose to manipulate within a node, so you can make your node kind of the hub for trade or landing caravans and whatnot, depending on the options that these things choose.
Exactly. So if you go ahead and talk to this vendor here, it should open up your storage as well. And if you go to cargo,
you're streaming?
I got an ad. He hit me with an ad. That's what I get for not subscribing. Sorry about that, guys.
and check out your
I'm not giving you my Prime, Steve. I'm not doing it.
you should be able to sell those commodities to this gentleman straight from your caravan inventory if you scroll down to the bottom of your cargo inventory.
Again, if you're new to the channel, thank you for stopping in, guys. This is our very first day streaming here, and we're excited to have you. Love to have you be part of the community, and talk ashes with me because I need someone to talk about it with.
You're selling them for gold. You stole another man's potential gold.
I recovered them. They stole them.
See, he's got 98 gold on him right now.
The good guys, Chris.
Do I right-click those to sell them?
Yep, right click in to sell them. This is functionality we showed in the last live stream. It's just they weren't yours to begin with.
Now I see when I right-click it, it opens up the crate inside. I see
That was a bug.
That's a bug.
that could be a bug. Guys, you're gonna see some bugs.
So last thing I want to show you though, Steven.
Yes.
I want you to, while you're talking to this vendor, in your inventory, your player inventory, you should have those stolen goods that you got from the crate that you opened up. So if you talk to this gentleman and hover over, it'll tell you how much they sell for to the commodity vendor. But don't sell them.
Yeah, we know a guy, Steven.
We know a guy.
I'm talking to this vendor. And just hover over them in my backpack.
Yep.
Sell price it says is 0.
0.
So this man is not going to give you a
You
lot of
don't want your stuff that you got from Walgreens.
follow me.
Yeah, we got a guy.
Oh, he doesn't trade this stuff.
Yeah, he's a reputable vendor. but-
Stores are closing because of riffraff like you, Steven. You dirty rascal.
So this is the new upgraded marketplace here in Mirrorlab.
I love how this is like in a back alley. This is so cool.
Here are upgrade mats to the marketplace.
I think this would be a perfect place for a freehold in this area.
Into this little back alley and into this little outhouse.
Oh.
An outhouse.
We found the black market.
It's not truly an outhouse, but it's pretty small.
Blackwater.
It's a great name, Ophelia Blackwater.
Now this was because this is an expansion that Mirrorlab has in their market.
So he's got 98 gold, 37 silver. Let's see how much he gets for selling something.
Part of the expansion tree, so it's a choice you can make on your marketplace to be where bandits take their stuff.
So I'm gonna right-click on the stolen commodities.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Just goodness. Oh. Very nice. Sold.
Looks like I gave him silver, not gold.
Line up to get traded.
All right, yeah. Where's my card?
Everybody like
Looked like it only gave him like 20 silver or so.
Just wait here. I'll be right back. Oh, no, let me.
Block the door.
Block the door.
I'll be back. You guys stay there. Ladies and
There he goes.
we have just seen some.
Excuse me, guys. I came down with a cold last night, so I apologize for my runny nose and my voice right now. Well, that's pretty much the stream in a nutshell. The rest of it's just Steven and those guys talking. If you have any comments, we'd love to hear them in chat. One, I kind of want to see if my chat box works, but because I'm kind of just talking to myself right now. But that's okay, because I have patience, and I know you guys will show up eventually. So, done this before, done this route, so we'll just do this again. So, if you got any questions, hit me up with it. I'm waiting. That's okay. I'll just keep talking to myself. No problem, guys. Well, guys, so we went ahead and watched this. We're at an hour and 10 minutes of the stream. So we're just going to go ahead, and since we don't really have anyone to interact with tonight, we're just going to let this one sit, let people kind of look at it, see if they like it, and we'll be back probably in the next day or two to talk more. And I'll just keep working on the stream and just trying to get it better. Hopefully I'll get some feedback, what people thought. But I appreciate if you popped in or you're popping in later to check it out. I appreciate it, and everybody have a great night, and I will talk to you tomorrow or maybe the next day. It's hard to say. I don't have a set schedule yet, so but if you follow me, you'll be able to know when I'm coming online. All right, guys, take care. Thanks again if you stopped in. I appreciate it. Bye, guys.